Hello, hello. Yes, it's Sunday. Power fans. Episode 4. Yes, episode 4, Second Chances. Okay, this is what we're on today. All right, and I think this was a good episode because some stuff got revealed, baby. Okay, I got a headache, so I'm trying to keep it together. Okay, I got these badass kids home and the dog too, so bear with me. All right. Okay, now this episode starts off with Tommy, Kanan, and Ghost. They are meeting at, I don't know, somewhere in Tommy's league. First thing pop out of his mouth is they got to get the Jimenez, out the way or whatever the case may be. And, uh, and and Kanan takes it upon himself and brings up Teresi. Kanan is crazy, okay? He brings up Teresi, Tony looking crazy. Ghost base like, are you serious? What do you mean? He's out. And Ghost basically wanted to talk to Tommy alone. Because he felt like you are doing the most. Like, don't tell this man our business. You sure you ain't been telling him nothing? Like, what do you mean he's out? Like, it's just too much going on. He blackmailed me twice before. Why are you even trusting this guy? He's been your family for 15 minutes. I've been your family in our entire lives. You get what I'm saying? And he's like, how long did you know? And they bring up Proctor. How long has Proctor known about it? And Ghost is basically just pissed off. Okay. Then in the midst of them talking, he gets a call from Tate, and Tommy says he's leaving and he'll find the Jimenez himself, while Kanan and Ghost stay there pretty much. Okay. The next scene, Donovan is giving Angela behind all these boxes they took from Rodriguez's office. And he gets to talking to her and telling her how, asking her how's it going, and says that, Gonzalez don't really like you too much, when she says you're up to something, or, you're keeping something from her, you're hiding something, and she says, yeah, I am. I'm hiding something from her, basically brushes it off. I don't know how Donovan didn't know that. That seems fishy, knowing how, whatever. So, after he leaves out, she takes the boxes and she locks them up in a little place in her office and begins to go to this briefing that they're about to have. And when she's about to leave and leave her office, the dude, Steven, texts her saying that he been thinking about her, can't stop thinking about the other night. Okay, of course she starts smiling all fucking weird, right? Whatever. So in this briefing, everyone's in there, everybody, the whole table full of people, and they have multiple warrants for both arrests, for both Jimenez, the sister, and Diego, okay? And at this point, I'm like, here she go, okay? But they trying to figure out how do they find them, how do they get there, because nothing shows them crossing the border, but they got money, so they flying personal jets and all that stuff. So she's like, so then Angela brings up, we can just go holler at the new distro. They talk about a Toro, the young guy, stupid guy, for the most part. So you know where this is going, right? Back where Kanan and Ghost is, they get to talking about Tommy. Kanan says Tommy got a new dad, is basically worried about Teresi being a snitch, and says we should basically drop him, get rid of him, and Ghost not pretty much with it because he felt like Tommy's going to be mad about it. So now they have to come up with a plan. They have to come up with a plan to make Tommy look bad in front of the Italians. Make them turn their back on him for the most part, okay? They never say what the plan was, but Ghost is pretty much saying they got to set up some type of plan. So next scene, you have Teresi and Tommy at this grave site, and he's talking to her about his family, his mother, how his mother met his father. She wound up being a nurse because his original wife, I guess, left because he had an illness and whatnot or something, and she was his nurse. His mother was his nurse, and he got a whole family tombstone situation going on for them, okay? A whole family stone. And saying that when he got his money, that's what he did. He bought the stone, he needed for the family, and then Connie and his stone is going to be right there, place where they needed to be, okay? Tommy's all like, yeah, we got her. He got like he loved Kanye with her. I'm like, you gotta watch this dude, man. But I noticed that even when Teresi says, I'll do anything for her, no matter what, I think Tommy looked at that like a sign. Cause I know Tommy's a little off this season, but I think some things are weird to him too. That's, you know, got his spidey senses a little riled up. Okay, I said riled up. I'm entangling shit. So Dre is in his club and he's leaving a message about the budget, the event budget. He's leaving a message for somebody about it. Basically, numbers aren't adding up. He's trying to figure out some things, and Miss Alicia Jimenez slide right up on him. Okay, he didn't know that she wanted to talk face to face, and they begin talking. And he says there's been some setbacks, and basically get to telling her that Diego has been running up the tab something vicious. She want to know how much. This fool then ran up a tab of $60,000. Then Dre tells her that a few of the bottle girls have left because of his aggressive behavior. I said, you know what? I don't know how this gonna play out. He over there snitching to the sister. Like, I get it. I don't just feel like they crazy. But anyway, so then Tasha's sleeping. This is the next scene. And it's like zooming in on her prescribed medicine, because that's the only way she's probably getting some sleep right now. And they probably gave her some goddamn Xannies or something. And Ghost wakes her up talking about this doggone fundraiser event that he need her to go to. And she's like, listen, I can't be the perfect wife right now. Like, I'm not dealing with this. You know, like, I'm not trying to go for this, okay? Then he gets to have the nerve to tell her she's selfish for not wanting to go. Like, dude, like, whatever. No, you're the selfish one that have been selfish since day one. I was over Ghost this episode, and he got exactly what he been begging for. He drinking and shit. Yeah, you got to deal with this. You got to grieve, okay? And then you can't... Anyway, moving on. Teresi and Tommy go see Vincent, okay? Everybody's there at the restaurant, a bar, whatever place that's called, and Vinny is introducing, you know, Teresi, meet the infamous Teresi, you know, and they basically having a little get together for him. Teresi wants to make a toast, and he starts talking about, you know, thanking them for holding him and Connie down, and even holding his boy down, and I'm just like, whatever. And they get to all mingling and whatnot, and just one dude's talking to Vinny. He's like, you don't think it's suspicious that, you know, he was doing life, and then all of a sudden he's out? Like, ain't that, like, that's a snitch? And Vinny's like, you know, he stood 25 years and didn't say nothing the whole time. Plus, pretty much everybody he could snitch on is dead, for the most part. They're not here no more, okay? Next, they got the child at this fundraiser event at Truth. Ghost come up in there. He asking the guy at the bar about the numbers, and the guy is telling him they got it under control. He all banging and stuff, people looking. Basically, he's embarrassing himself, okay? And Tay come over looking for Tasha. He lets her know that she can't make it, and Tay says he's going to give the speech. Ghost doesn't want him to give the speech because, you know, it's about his daughter for the most part. So as they're talking, it's this couple looking over like they giving them a side eye. Tate must know them because he go right over there, and they must be big investors too. They get to talking about how St. Patrick has been a problem already. Okay? And one big investor, which was Fancy Fine Self, has dropped out. And right when Tate is saying he trusts him with his life, and you get to start talking, Ghost hops his behind on the stage. He gets to talking about, you know, a lot of you people have heard some things about my family, and some saying, and then begin talking about, but his heart this, and then he sees Raymond. Obviously not for real, but he sees someone looking, and he's basically going through it for the most part. He sees Raymond in the crowd. He's trying to get through it, can't get through it, runs off stage, grabs on this lady, turns her around. Of course, it's not Raina. So now he's in the middle in the spotlight of everything, of the whole doggone fundraiser party. Everybody looking at him. He looking like he about to cry. I said, you know what? This is too much. Okay. So then it goes to the scene where he in his office drinking, of course. Again, that's the problem too. He's holding this picture of them as a family, and the account manager calls about the event and wants to give him the number. Ghost want to know how short they are. He tell him that they're 40% short. He says that he's going to he'd already let Tate know about it, but you know, they could do some other things or whatever. I don't know. And then Ghost says no, he got some private investors about to come in, blah blah blah. So now he starts looking out the window, and Tasha comes in asking basically what happened. He gets to telling her that he saw her. He saw Raina, and Tasha gets to tell him, like, yeah, you have to grieve that, you know? Like, he said that he can't finish the speech. She's saying it's just a speech, child. And this fool had the nerve to tell her that it was her speech. She was supposed to do the speech. And because she didn't come and do her job, that's why that happened to him. Of course. All over again. And then bumped her when he walked out. Oh, I would have killed him. See, that's what I'm saying. Tasha better than me. I mean, I know she have done her dirt too, but I would have been. Yeah, she right. Is he not the same? That drinking is getting to him, child. So Tate behind was just over Ghost, because he goes and meet with Dre. Well, calls a meeting, and Dre comes to his office and whatnot, and offer him to be the face of the organization for the most part. Basically to take, I guess not take Ghost's spot, but be another face for it. And Dre basically turns it down for the most part. I don't even feel like getting into that because I don't care for Dre. He basically turned it down, yo, okay? So then the next scene, Tasha and her mom is in the kitchen, and she's telling her mom how Ghost, all he cares about is this whole QC, I forgot what it's called. I told y'all I got a headache. And she's telling her, like, the mom is basically taking Ghost's side, you know, and saying that everybody grieves differently, you know, that might mean something to him, is helping him get through his whatever. And she's telling her mom that it hasn't really pretty much been right since Angela, okay? And James is not himself, and that's not the man she married. And all I'm thinking about is, she has been saying this since season 1, that this is not the man let me shut up, okay? So mama brings up Terry's ass, okay? Is this about this man that she was all hugged up with at the funeral, huh? Tasha gonna say, no, this is about Ghost. Yeah, it is for the most part, but we know this is about Terry too. But you're right. You got to stand by yourself, and that's what she said. I got to learn how to stand by myself. Yeah, you're right. But you can't keep running to the next man to take care of you. You got to learn how to take care of you and your child body by yourself sometimes, okay? This was a really good episode, though, for real. I'm going to try to get through this. So Proctor is serving his daughter breakfast. You know, he loved his daughter. I love seeing him with his daughter, child. She was getting so big. I don't even know if that's the same girl before. Can't even remember face or not, but they playing these rules, child. And her crazy ass mama pops up. And even the daughter is looking like, what is she doing here? You know, she's sitting there talking about getting joint custody. Won't that be fun? I got 30 days clean. I even was looking like, child, I know people that have had decades clean and relapse. Like, girl, you don't get out there with your 30 days. Let me shut up. I don't even want to judge her right now. But Proctor basically sends the daughter upstairs. And basically told mama about herself. And she started getting spicy too. Talking about, you know, witnesses coming up missing and da-da-da-da-da. And he's telling her, you got to do better than that. I'm not ever going to let you get joint custody so you can throw that shit out the window. Okay? Move on with that nonsense. But, you know, don't try to come in here and doing that to her, because 30 days, you got a long way to go. And he's right. But then, okay, so the chick leave after she all try to play him and shit. And next scene, you see him opening this suitcase. And it's some folder, some paperwork on Teresi. So my first thought was, I'm like, oh, don't tell me that he lied on, on what was going on. But, that wasn't the case for the most part, because he goes and next thing he does is text Ghost and tell him that they need to meet up, okay? He got to talk to him about somebody. So I don't know where Tommy was leaving from, but Teresi was on like a step. Maybe it was Connie house. I don't know. Tommy is leaving from with Teresi, and he's on the phone with Jason. Jason basically is not trying to hear that shit because Tommy trying to tell him, yeah, he'll have his money soon. Jason hung up on that ass, okay? Teresi is asking what's wrong. Tommy goes and tell this man that he got to throw another party. Teresi talking about, you want me and the guys to take care of it? Do it right this time. Tommy looking crazy. He talking about, yeah, okay, tell me who's the party for. He not even doing it right. Like, he giving these motherfuckers be institutionalized so they don't know. He's not even doing it right. Like, you can tell he ain't a real rat because he don't even know how to do this right, giving himself up. Oh, child. Tommy wasn't trying to hear that, okay? Tommy's like, no, I got it. Got in the car, pulled off, okay? So, I absolutely was over it on this part. You got Angela and the NYPD boy. I do not know his name. I know I just keep giving everybody nicknames, but I do not know these motherfuckers' names. Okay, so bear with me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They interviewing the Toro, the young dude. And they brings up him about witnesses saying that he killed Lorenzo to get the distro spot. I guess not the distro spot, but just like, ahead of the Otoro's, whatever their names are. And this fool, he admits that he didn't even do it. So now Angela is picking at him, talking about, well, we'll try to keep that a secret from getting out to the streets. And he looking scared as hell. And then he's saying, bringing up the Jimenez people, okay? And they like, listen, if you don't tell us, we taking you down for the murder because then we got witnesses saying you did it or whatever. They give him a few seconds. He starts singing like a canary child. He goes and tell them that no, he is not even a distro. That's the first thing he told him. Then he says that I know where Alicia is going. She's going home right now. Angela says how. And then it goes to the next scene. So you know the motherfucker snitched, of course. He even said that Diego gonna be with her ass. So, Proctor think he fucking slick, and I don't know why he tried to play with Ghost, even though Ghost been drinking too much and been off his shit. But Proctor and Ghost meets up. And first thing Proctor asked Ghost is, did he know that Teresi was out? He said no. Ghost like, no. When did you find this out? Proctor gonna say, today. Ghost said, you're a fucking lie, okay? Tommy already told me what was going on. And like, why wouldn't you call? Why you just getting back to me now? He's like, Tommy's not in charge. He's like, yeah, mother. Proctor's like, shit, you don't think so? That nigga stabbed the nigga in my kitchen. Like, are you serious right now? He lets him know that yes, him getting out looks secure and whatnot, but a new paperwork has come through. And he's just concerned about the name that's on it and tells Ghost that it's Mock's name on the shit. So Ghost is like, this fool again. Like, they just don't want to give up. They just can't leave a nigga alone, Proctor says, listen, nigga, don't tell Teresi shit. Don't tell him about the business. And listen, don't be doing nothing illegal, especially not with Tommy's ass. Just like chill out, So the next thing, Tasha is at this hotel. I believe it was a hotel. It was nice. It looked like it was definitely a hotel. It looked like she could definitely afford that shit too, as much money they got. So she's at this hotel, then put the baby down, and Terry is there. He talking about they can stay with him. She's saying don't say that because you might not mean it later. And then he reveals to her about him having to testify against Proctor and tells him like basically if they trying to get all of these motherfuckers, including Proctor. Tasha says we're all in danger. He talking about you're not in danger anymore. She all hugging him and kissing him, and I'm just like, she's in danger too. Like, why you don't think? Whatever. Child, so I had to watch it 2 times to hear a majority of this stuff. So the next scene, Dre and Crystal Ball is meeting up with the Jimenez. But before they even walk in, Dre is asking Crystal Ball, like, so Alicia told you to come to this meeting right here, like, specifically? And Crystal Ball's like, yeah, she told me to come pick you up and bring you here. I'm, okay. So they go in, and Diego, they come together, and Diego gives Dre a bag of money, and there's $60,000 in there. $60,000 in there, okay? Everything he owed for running the tab up and shit, like they ain't got no money, right? And big sister then made him apologize to Dre. But then reveals to him that she wanted him to teach Crystal Ball how to work them books at the club. Okay? He looking dumb. He talking about that's not necessary. She's like, what's the point of you having a lieutenant if you're not going to fucking use him? Like, think about it. Like, what are you talking about? Okay? We're trying to expand. He's going to be able to work this stuff when we go do what we need to do. But whole time, they getting, you know, about to leave, disperse and whatnot. Tommy is watching them from afar. He gets in his car and pull off. And then Dre and Crystal Ball begin to walk to the car that they come in. And Dre is pretty much like, so you gonna be running the clubs now? Crystal Ball like, we ain't got no fucking choice. Like, what? Like, and then my thing is like, Dre, you wanted all of this though. Like, you thought you wanted to be the boss, and then niggas don't understand why Ghost been trying to get out this whole time. Like, don't nobody want to deal with this headache. Nobody want to deal with all these people, these crazy people. They want to take over territory. They just doing too much, okay? You wanted to be a boss, Dre. Now you're the boss, okay? Now you got to expand with this crazy ass girl that wants you. But as they are pulling out, child, they pulling out, Dre and them, and the cops are pulling in, the whole FBI. Don't you know they had a nerve to lock them up right there and then? Diego takes the gun out from the gun that he had and put it in the one of his man's bodyguards or something like that in his back pocket. So it was good that he didn't get caught with that gun, idiot. And yes, they take them down, and then Angela talking about got you now, bitch, in Spanish, and Alicia looking at her like, and the way that Alicia looked at her, I was like, oh, they going home. They going home. So of course everybody is hype as hell. Valdez, Donovan, NYPD dude, everybody that arrested them for the most part is walking through a crowd of cheering, you know, people, a crowd of applause, people cheering and whatnot. And Tamika's is congratulating Angela, let her know she got first dibs. They are in the interrogation room, and she says that she's going to start with Alicia. And as she is about to think she about to walk up in that door, that nigga that was tapping her ass comes off that elevator and tells her, you will not be speaking to either one of them. I will be. She said, well, I'm going with you. No, you're not. They didn't know what was going on, okay? He ain't just no director of public relations, none of that bullshit, y'all, please. He is way above your pay grade, okay, ladies? Okay? He came right up in there and said, you will not be talking to them. Okay? He walked right up in there and cut that camera off, and he get to talking to her, and she's talking about you gonna release me to cover it up or something, and she basically started telling them, like, because he's like, why do you think that? And she basically started telling them, like, listen, we control everything. Ain't no more gang wars. There's nobody sending bitches across the border. We pretty much control all the area, the whole region. So y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do or what? Okay? And we too, she said, what's that saying that you motherfuckers be saying? We too big to fail. And he tells her, yeah, my superior said to let y'all go. And she wants them to keep Diego. Something about, and like I said, I had to watch it twice. I usually watch it more than that. But I believe she said something about those stash houses that Dre and them have and whatnot. And she says, keep Diego. And he says he can't. You fix that shit yourself. You want your brother, you want to get rid of your brother, you do it yourself, okay? And leave her ass. And that was that. So of course Tamika and Angela are pissed. He is giving them paperwork. But before that, she's talking about you. It's just talking about you don't have the authority, and he lets that bitch know no. Okay, where my position is far above y'all pay grade. Okay, and Tamika's like, how far? And we talking about government far. Okay, he couldn't even release whatever he needed to release. Okay, whatever she wanted him to release. He could have said, listen, I can't give you all of that. Okay, I'm gonna give you these papers, and y'all get back to y'all old cases and whatnot, and don't worry about this for right now. I'm letting their asses go. Okay. So his ass goes, and they go and pretty much take the Jimenez out of these doggone holding places or whatnot, and letting them go. Angela's walking up to approach them and watch them leave, and I know it was killing her because Alicia was just smiling and was happy that she was leaving, child. Angela was just looking stupid, and she tried to ask Steven, like, did he use her? He's like, bitch, if I could just do what I just did to you, I didn't need you. I didn't need your information. Girl, please. But then he tells her ass something about a link to a burner phone, to another link to a stash house, and he's telling her to run with that for pretty much. But remember I said Dre and them got them stash houses. Remember I said that. So Jimenez brothers, sister and brother, are in the car going, I guess, to where they need to go. She brings up, okay, when did you lose your gun? He talking about which one, the gold one. She say, yeah. He don't even fucking remember. He don't know or none of that. He talking about, have you seen it? She said, no, you dummy, you idiot. They picked us up because they found that gun at a Toro stash house. And was that the same gun that he let Toro shoot those? Child, I don't remember. I gotta look back at that too. But yeah, she's like, that's why they locked us up, you fucking idiot. Like, were you high again? And he looking dumb. And he talking about, who cares, they let us go. And I know that she was just eating at her like, she probably over it. That's why she wanted them to keep his ass, because he can't never just chill, okay? She's like, listen, I'm going to Mexico. Get over that shit with Dre, okay? Leave it where it's at. He talking about, why is he so important to you? She's like, listen, he's important to me or us because he runs our businesses. Are you dumb? Like, he's the reason why we're expanding. Duh. But then she got the nerve to tell him he ruined everything he touched. And I'm like, I don't know if you should have said that to him, because then, he might go and try to kill somebody just because you told him some shit like that, but whatever. So Angela ass is pissed in her office, and she begins to start acting like she's going to text Steven, and they're going to say, like, she starts writing, you motherfucker. I was cracking up. I was dying, because I'm like, that's what you get, because you should never told that man all your business. And that's what I said on the last episode, and I know everybody else was saying it too. Like, why are you just letting this man like come up in here and you just tell all your business? You dumb? Come on. But as she begins to start looking through those records, the phone records, I guess, from the burner phone, I'm assuming, and child, I don't even know, so don't even quote me on that. But she goes looking through some phone records, and she finds Tommy's name. Okay? So remember that part, so because that might help us later on to try to put all this shit together. It's a lot. All right? And then Dre and Crystal Ball's together, because, he's trying to basically call everybody, make sure everything is good, but they're going to close down some situations, some stuff that they have going on until it die down. Because at this point, they don't know that Alicia and them are out. You know what I mean? They don't know that they're out of jail. So Crystal Ball says, nigga, the shit is burnt, okay? This ain't a whole, like, this is done with. Dre's trying to tell him they got the big fish. They don't want nothing to do with us. No, they don't have the big fish. They don't. They let them go. They're the big fish. So Crystal Ball says to Dre, like, listen, okay, that's just letting us know we have a rat then. Okay? Dre talking about maybe. Okay? And Crystal Ball is like, listen, if Tommy Kanan or any of them know that the Jimenez are even booked, they gonna try to slide up on us. So Dre has an idea, so he's like, no, they not. Drop me off. At this point, the first time I watched it, I didn't know, but the second time I was like, he's going right to this nigga tape, child. So then Proctor's with his daughter again, and the FBI roll up in his crib. They got a warrant to search his house because of the dude that Tommy done killed in his doggone kitchen. Tells them that they got a warrant to search him because that's the place, that's his last location. That's where the last place that he was supposed to have been. They get to searching, and Proctor's pissing. He's cussing at these people, and his daughter's standing there. And I'm just like, oh, this is so bad. Because she looking like, what are they looking for? And he's hoping and praying that they don't find no gun residue or nothing like that while she's sitting there, you know? So, Daryl, remember Daryl? The one that Angela stole his login. Well, not stole it, but, you know, fuck with his login. He's in the office with Rodriguez. And she's asking him, why were you suspended? Because they just suspended his ass. Why were you suspended? He's like, I didn't even do nothing wrong. Like I told them, like my superiors, like I really didn't do nothing wrong. So she's like, well, it was for, you know, your login situation. And he's like, no. I mean, I don't want to say nothing else and whatnot. He don't want to talk to the girl. She's like, listen, I have a theory. Who had your password? And he looking around, so maybe he done told her, maybe he didn't, I don't know. But it looked like he know the only other person that had his login is Angela. And when she started putting two and two together, Rodriguez, oh, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a whole situation, baby. So, a grandmom is my mom or whatever they might have called the babies. I mean, the grandmoms nowadays. She is getting yazzed together with her coat, zipping her coat up when Ghost comes in the house and realizes that their bags are packed. Mama says to him, don't make this worse. Have you been drinking? He goes in there to go try to talk to Tasha, asking her where she thinks she going. She's like, listen, I'm tired of trying to face my daughter's death alone. You want to do what you want to do, and you're not dealing with it. You're not dealing with it at all. You're shutting everybody out, and it's not cool. I'm not going to continue to deal with this, okay? So he gonna have nerve to say, you gonna run out on me. She's like, run out on you? You've been left us a long time ago, okay? He's talking about that's in the past. She's like, the past? Listen, I done told Tyreek everything about the past, what we went through, and da-da-da-da. He tried to get up and, like, try to grab her. She's not feeling this. She like, listen, I want out, okay? I want out of this marriage, all right? And, you know, so then he, I guess, gets pissed off, talking about, you, all right, leave then, you can't help me, you can't help the cube, whatever the foundation is called. That's how you know that nigga stupid. And you can't help your kids. She like, I got my kids, and I got myself, and you got exactly who you always had. That's you, okay? Deuces, all right? Bye. So Kanan is with his folks in the hood, whatnot, when he gets a text from Tommy. Tommy's like, we need to figure out a plan to get these motherfuckers, the Jimenez, and he need him to pick him up tonight after Vinny's something. I don't know. And Kanan is with the two guys. One of them, I believe his name is Trigger, something like that. I don't know. Dark skin dude, and the curly haired, caramel, whatever, complexion dude and whatnot. And they basically putting a plan together, okay? He wants them to do a drive-by, but he don't want them to use real bullets. He wants them to use blanks. Now, I was assuming that was the plan that him and Ghost put together. I don't know, but what I do know is they were supposed to come up with a plan, but Kanan always doing something all the time, so he might have fucked the plan up and then just did what he wanted to do. I don't know. I don't know what we'll see later. I don't know. It's all going to unfold only one of these episodes. Shit. They ain't really trying to hear that shit, though. They like, what the hell we going to do with some blanks? Like, niggas is going to roll up on us. They going to kill us. He like, nigga, y'all going to do a drive-by. Like, y'all just get in and get out for the most part. Okay? It's a damn drive-by. Okay? So after that, Mock and Sex is leaving. it's nighttime, so they must be leaving work and whatnot, because they look like they leaving the law off courtroom. I don't goddamn know. Whatever. And Proctor rolled right up on them, snapping. Because at the end of the day, he's pissed, and he's like, you sent these people in my house for them to search my house in front of my daughter, and you're not going to find nothing. I'm clean, da-da-da-da. Maka's like, okay, if the evidence come back clean, then we'll be cool. But if they don't, I'm bringing everybody to the crib, okay, for the most part. Okay, so he leaves, and Sex is like, they're talking, and he's like, Mock is saying, if he snitches, or if we can get him to talk, we can take down Egan, we can take down St. Patrick, and Sex, of course, he hoping that they can take down Angela's ass, okay? Mock want to take everybody, is what he's saying. He want to take them all down, okay? So the next scene, Ghost is waiting to meet with the board. With Tater ass again. And I be goddamn, is what them country folks say. His ass, Dre's there. And when I tell you, this was like the best acting ever, because it was taking everything. It was literally taking everything in Ghost not to kill this man. You could just tell by the smirk, by just everything. And Dre get to thanking everybody, especially Ghost, and saying how they could bring this to life, this whole situation, and help the community. And thanks for, you know, even with their differences, he was thanking him for still continuing to work with him. And Ghost, I'm telling you, is keeping his composure. He's talking about, yeah, I want to thank Tate for bringing us together. He'll never forget. And I said, I just can't wait till somebody shoot him. I don't care who do. I don't care who kills Dre. It might not even be ghosting him. Somebody just need to get rid of him, because he's doing too much. He gotta go. He gotta go. Child, Tommy and Vinny. I know I keep calling him Vinny. His name is Vincent, but I don't care. Tommy and Vinny are leaving this restaurant when Kanan texts the dude. Basically, they're going to do the drive-by now. Dude in the back seat, I believe his name is Sugar. He's like, fuck them blanks. We're not going up in there like some punks. And I'm just not going to shoot nobody, okay? I'm just not going to kill nobody. So, other dude is not really with it, but Sugar talks him into it. And Kanan's like, all right, come on, we're going to do it now. Okay? As Tommy, Vinny, Sammy, and then some other dude is walking down together, and they look like they're about to separate and go in different cars. That's when the drive-by happened. They start shooting them. One of the dudes gets shot in like the thigh. They even shoot Vinny. Tommy shoots out one tire. Vinny shoots out another tire. And then Kanan gets out of his car and begin shooting the goddamn, killing the driver first. And shoot the dude in the back. And then the dude is shot up in the back. And Kanan gets in right in front of him. Dude looking like, what the fuck? Literally says that. And Kanan kills him. And I'm just like, okay, was this really planned? Like, did Ghost have something to do with this plan? Like, picking these two weirdos? I don't know. I just feel like Kanan be killing like everybody he know. What y'all think? But honestly, Vinny is not really feeling it, because he feel like, oh, ironically, your man show up. Because at this point, Vinny is about to shoot Kanan. Tommy's, you know, like, no, he came to pick me up. And we might not been the only ones that got hit. I'm gonna see what's up with Teresi. And Vinny tells Kanan to follow him, okay? And Kanan and Vinny is at this table at the spot drinking. And Vinny is asking Kanan, did he know these guys? Not trying to say like all black people know each other, but you didn't recognize them, you don't know them or whatever. And Kanan says he not a snitch. He just says that. Like, he about to give off some fucking information for the most part, obviously. You know he planning. And Vinny's like, tell me, it won't get back to you. Of course, Kanan starts spilling all weird shit and telling them there was some dope boys trying to even the score. And Vinny says, I thought that beef was over. Kanan's telling him no. Okay? No. Spreading them. No, it's not. So then Vinny's pretty much mad because he's like, okay, but I thought, you know, him and Sammy told me, they swore to me that it was over. Okay? Kanan just instantly smiles. Vinny is pissed. He's like, that's a shame. And they're like, he's steaming inside, for real, for real. I think that nigga going to take out Sammy. That's just my prediction. Might not be right, but that's what I'm predicting. Oh my gosh, this part made me mad. Almost done, y'all. Mock ass calls Teresi. Teresi is at Connie's and answered his cell phone in this doggone robe because he's uncomfortable now trying to spend time with his lady. Alright? He answers the phone and first thing that Mock says, hey buddy, what do you know? He's like, I don't know nothing. Like, it ain't even been that much time. Like, what's up? So Mock's telling him, don't forget about our deal. So right there and then, you can know and understand that they have a deal. He has to say something and find out some information. Okay? Connie is listening. So he hangs up the phone. Connie want to know, who was you talking to? Alright? He tried to lie and say it was some damn Chinese spot or something. They had the wrong number. And she's looked like, listen, why did they really let you out? All this time, all these years, you ain't been able to get out before. And now all of a sudden, like, why now? Like, what's going on? I don't understand. And it's been years, but I know when you up to something, okay? He tells her to sit down and basically tell her the goddamn truth. That they can let him go in order for him to give some information on Tommy. And she's even looking like, oh my goodness. He's talking about he got a friend named Ghost and the feds are out to get him. And she's like, but you're a snitch. Like, he gonna say it's not the family. How? You on that man's birth certificate. Whether it's not the Italian family or not, that's still your son. Whether you don't want to claim him or not, or if you trying to scheme his man's or whatever, you're a fucking snitch. And that's what she said. It don't matter. When they find out, it don't matter who you snitched on. They still gonna look at you as a snitch. He gonna say they ain't gonna find out. Okay. So even in the midst of them talking, Tommy shows up because of course he been calling and trying to make sure if Teresi is okay because of what just happened. So when he let Tommy in, he begins telling him that they got shot at, a few people got hurt, but it's cool. He don't think the hit was for the family. Teresi's talking about, well, let me help you, and da-da-da-da. And Ghost is calling. He's like, no, I got it. Okay, he leaves. Then Rodriguez is in her office, you know, as it's going off. And she got this information or this folder, I guess the last little bit of evidence that she has on Ray Ray. And opens this little cabinet thing or something behind her original board. She got a whole nother shrine, a whole nother situation of evidence that, you know, that she's trying to still figure out this murder as far as Ray Ray. Okay? Tasha's ass is getting comfortable in this hotel, putting up pictures, and Ghost goes home. Okay? He is leaving a message for Tommy, letting him know that he saw Dre that night, and they got a new problem, an even bigger problem, okay? And he's realizing that he's alone, and he get to looking at these posters of the QC, I don't know, y'all know what I'm referring to. And he gets a call. And it's a call to meet up. He goes to this coffee shop or something. It looked like a coffee shop. Even though it looked closed. And who y'all think he met with? Of course. He meets with Angela's ass. And her ass, they both admit that neither one of their asses is okay. Alright? So that was Power, y'all. You know, my predictions is the shit is about to get real. I don't even want to get into it. But shit is about to get real, okay? I'll be doing another review next week. And let me know if I missed anything. And I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all probably can hear my badass kids upstairs right now. It's almost time to get back into school. So I'm trying to get some shit right. Alright, see y'all now in the next review.